Let me share the screen. If you can see my screen very clearly, or if you can see everything, please type yes. Thank you. I see you. Darius, you said yes. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Ferritin. Oh, okay. Thank you. Guys, okay, let us start with the explanation. Firstly, before we go on, we go through the explanation as we had last night, our first introduction Zoom webinar for introducing with one another. It was absolutely very good and brilliant. I love it because I have learned and I have introduced many new friends last night and tonight.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Welcome. Please welcome and mute yourself. Okay. So now, tonight, I have one presentation which is very important for you guys. We will explain boom and crash. And when you are trading in boom and crash, as I explained it last night, and I give you some ideas about boom and crash. Maybe I told you how risky it is and how profitable it is, but doing action is almost everything in trading. If you think that theory can do in trading something, it is really not. You have to come with action, and when you want to do action, you need a plan. And if you want to make your plans, then you need to have positive actions. In trading, when you want to come with a positive action, it means that you have to learn deeply of what you are going to do. Because if you take a step of where you are going to put your step, then you don't know where you are putting your steps, it means that you are going to lose or suicide into of yourself. And nobody wants to die without no reason, and nobody wants to lose his money without reason. Even with reason, you don't want to lose your money. You want to make progressive and enhance your skills. You want to even increase of what you have in your account. Everybody wants progressive. So guys, with this strategy, it has also some negatives and it has some more positives, but the negatives always come when you don't follow the strategy. If you follow with the strategy, and then you will not really lose, I am sure. But if you take or make actions against the strategy, absolutely you will blow your account. And the next two presentation is from this on, you will take all the whole things of how you trade in boom and crash. When you are catching spikes, whether in boom or crash, or even the last presentation, we will explain of how you can trade against these spikes, and even it is really very good. And that is what I almost like. Some guys, they interested catching spikes, but I myself, I love trading against the spikes because I know how they work. And when I'm trading against the spikes, it's absolutely very good when you know the analysis of boom and crash. But if you don't know, you will fail. You will end in fail, and you will end in lose. So guys, let us start. So now, if you don't have this setup, let me extract, let me zip it, or maybe compromise this border. Okay, okay, I've sent it into comprise it. Okay, then I have to send it into in your group. Okay, this is I'm doing, this is my second time. Okay, no problem. Okay, you will download that folder which I have sent in your group right now. Okay, when you download it, what will you do? What will you do next? Okay, you will extract the folder, right click the folder, and then copy. When you copy it, go to the platform of which you have your MT5, your MetaTrader 5 account. That is really easy. And here I'm doing one of the practical account, which we call the demo account in Deriv, which I always like to make tests before I go on the live account. So okay, here when you click the file, you select, let me repeat it again, you click file and select open data folder. Okay, then click MQL5, click also indicators. You paste here, you will not do anything else. You place your tool here. Okay, okay, when you place the tool, what you need to do next is to right click one of the previous indicators which you have in the on the navigator bar. You said right, okay, you said right click and then choose refresh. Okay, so when you do that, you right click and then refresh it, you have added the indicators. So the next is you open one of the assets of which you want to trade on. For example, I want to trade in boom, which boom 500 or 1000. You can select one of them. Okay, right click and click chart window. Okay, you will have a naked chart where you don't have even a single indicator. You don't have moving average, momentum indicators, moving averages, or simple moving averages. You don't have anything, it's naked. Then you right click and then you select templates and then select load templates. That's what I have said last night. And then click desktop, then you click the folder which contains the all contents of the strategy, and then select. You have here boom and crash strategy. That's all, you don't need anything else. So guys, so now I have to explain this strategy. Okay, are you with me, guys? If yes, please type yes. You don't need to open your microphone, type yes. Okay, thank you. So now let us explain what we will do. How can we trade in using this strategy, and how accurate is it? So guys, first thing first is to find the trend of boom and crash and how do we deal with them. So when you want to deal with the boom and crash, first things you need the how momentum moves, how also okay, what we need is to know how it moves first. Let me open document right here. Number one, we need, okay, boom and crash, boom and crash. Okay, movement. Okay, so when you want to know how do they move, they move on the way of, like, it's like a zigzag, let me say, or let me show you some examples of how they move. Okay, boom and crashes move like zigzag. Okay, okay, they move like zigzag. Okay, when you see that these levels is very simple to trade on, but some guys, or maybe when you are new, it's very difficult really to find out these levels. So it's really easy to trade in boom and crash. When you get this zigzag, you have higher, you have a lower, you have a higher, you have a low. It's like here is like resistance, and here is like support. It's very easy, guys. So when you know, okay, let me show you. I say do boom and crash, they move like zigzag. Okay, 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 we have here. Okay, click 1 minute. Okay, and you can see that here it moves, okay, zigzag in lower time frame. In lower time frame, it's really easy to find the direction, to get even the journals. They move zigzags in lower time frame here. Okay, so friends, is really easy, but what we need is to know how it moves. It moves on zigzag. The next thing is, how can we find the trend of boom and crash? Okay, we say boom and crash. Okay, I have to abbreviate it. Boom and crash trend. Okay, the trend. So you know the price. We must think about three things. First, the 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 price, where it came from, where it is, and the future price. So the main thing is to focus on the future price, and most traders, they are different how to predict the future price. So the trend is one of the most important thing for finding the future price. And in boom and crash, you are not worrying even 10 minutes, 20 minutes, only 1 minute. So you don't need to worry about future price like tomorrow or yes, or tomorrow after tomorrow, the next month, next year. No, don't waste your time. You need only to focus on the next 10 minutes, the next 10 minutes, the next 5 minutes. And the open price is the most important thing in boom and crash. For example, when you wake up early in the morning, you have to check the daily candle. Is it bullish or is it bearish? I mean, when I say bullish, it is like the most power or the strong power of the market has the buyers. And when we are in bearish candle or in a daily time frame, that means we are in a sellers are the strongest. So I don't think that it is really good to trade in higher time frames when trading in a boom and crash. So how do we find the trend in a lower time frame in order to catch its spikes? So let me show you. So you click, okay, you open, and then the higher time frame to find the clear entries, like even if you wanted the downtrend, and if you wanted the even high what we call the uptrend, is you have to select the 10 minutes. Then when you see you have here a moving average. This is a multi-bass moving average filter, which is helpful, guys, for trend changing in boom and crash using the time frame of 30 minutes. It's really very easy. So whenever the price crosses above or whenever the price crosses below this trend line, this multi-basin moving average, whenever it crosses above or crosses below, that is when the trend is changing. So in order to confirm the trend changing, you have to always look at the stochastic indicator. It tells you the momentum, and momentum is, so indicators are two. I love two indicators. One indicator for leading indicator, it leads the price, and one indicator, it flows the price. So it flows the price, so it tells where the price is and where the price came from. And the other indicator is leading indicator, it leads the price. So that is what I mean. So my friends, whenever you want to find it out or to understand or to get the trend change in boom and crash, use M30. I mean 30 minutes time frame. And you have the majority indicator, which is multi-basin moving average filter. Whenever the candles, whenever the price, whenever the candles crosses above, we have uptrend. Whenever the crosses below this moving averages, this multi-basin moving averages, whenever the price crosses below, then we have a downtrend. And let me show you what we will say the downtrend. Okay, here we have uptrend. You see this red is a downtrend, right? Is a downtrend. And as I told you, the market will be what we will have a cycle, and that cycle is always gives us the general trend in at a higher time frame. But when we trade in boom and crash, we don't need to focus on the cycle, the market cycles. Even if it is accumulation time, if it's trending time or take profit time, we don't need to focus on that in boom and crash. We only need to focus on the next 30 minutes, 10 minutes, and even less, like 2 minutes, 1 minute. We have to scalp boom and crash. We don't need to swing. I think you have understood. So here we have the downtrend because the price crosses below. The price crosses below the multi-basin moving average, and then that is where you could have downtrend. Okay, so here the price then goes up and it crosses above the same moving average. Okay, so every time, so you want to get the confirmation whenever it crosses above here, you have to enter it. You must not enter early. You have to take care and make sure. That is how you can confirm that the trend is up or that the trend is down. Like here, you see, is crossed above here, but you have a levels. Levels always help you. Okay, you have levels. Whenever it crosses or breaks above the level, then you can really say it has an uptrend now. It has an uptrend. In here you have a neckline. You can say the uptrend starts from that place, because if it tested on this level and reverses down below the moving average again, so we still have the continuation of downtrend, but if the price crosses the neckline, above the neckline, then we are not expecting the price to come down, or maybe to fall or to drop down. So that is why the price was buying. So, and that is why the price was selling. So that is how you can really understand the trend of boom and crash. For example here, okay, for example here we have what we call moving minimax. Moving minimax, all moving indicators, they always tell you the momentum, and they always tell you some are leaders and some are flows. These are the leaders. Like this moving average is a simple moving average, but in configuration or inputs we made it like it's leading the trend. And this is also leads you, because whenever you get this arrow, it tells that the price is making change. It's making what we call maybe trend changing, what we call the trend changing. Here you see the trend changing, because from here to here the market was buying, from here to here the market was selling, and here it started to go up again. Okay, but we see price was consolidating here, and that is how we could not go in the market. So guys, if you think that you have some questions after the presentation, you can note down now, and when you note that question is done, we will answer when we finish the explanation. So guys, so what next shall we do? And if the presentation, please, if the Zoom ends, please rejoin the same link which is in the Bayit group. So now what next is, let me show you what is next. And then the next thing is, we have to reduce the time frame in order to get the direction by finding out the divergence of boom and crash is also very important when trading with this strategy. For example, I got right now that the market is consolidating. So I told you the cycle, we don't need to focus of the cycle, but it's sometimes very good for you. Like here, let me use the drawing. Okay, like here we have a flag, and we have a channel here. Okay, and we have here consolidation. Okay, it's consolidating, but is still uptrend. Okay, and the price is going to touch or to reach on that level, and when you are on this channel, price will go the way, like I said, is like zigzag. Okay, it will move like you see here. It's moving on that way. Okay, it will move on that way till it reaches this level. Whenever it reaches this level, then it will make decision to go up or to break above the resistance level, and it will make what we call, it will verify the resistance level and make a new price, and the price will go in a new cycle. So right here we see that the price is now going in that way, and in sideways you will expect it to drop down. Let us find now that this price is dropping down. Okay, go on lower time frame. Okay, don't worry, go on lower time frame, like 15 minutes. You see that the price, it is now 1 1 2. That's a back test. If you are good at drawing the chart, then you will see 1 2 back. We have 2 touches. Okay, price has a 2 touches on the back test level, and whenever the price has that two levels, what we should expect is to drop down. If the price break is above this level, then we should expect it to reach on this level again. And that is why we make analysis before we find or catch spikes. Okay, you have to understand that things deeply before you try to trade in 1 minute. So we are not taking our interest in higher time frames like 5 minutes or 15 or 30 minutes. We are not going to take our interest. We are taking interest lowest time frame, 1 minute. But the most important thing is to find out where the price is heading to. Okay, that is the important thing, because I is scared, you is scared. Do you want to lose? No, I don't want losing, and you don't want even losing. So to take care of your action is one of the most important thing in trading, in my experience. So now I'm going to show you how we can catch spikes in boom, even if it's 500 or 1000. I think you got me. So let us go. Now we can see that the price is now heading to down, and spikes will not be. Buyers are the strongest with this in this trend, because we know that the price is uptrend, because it is still waiting to confirm this zone. This is the previous level of higher high, and we are not still confirming the higher high. And as you can see, this trend line, the price is going uptrend, so it will drop down here and then reverses back in order to cross above this backtest level in order to confirm the resistance. Whenever it reaches the resistance level, so what we should expect is to cross above the resistance level in order to verify the strong resistance and open a new price. So it will be late tonight or it will be tomorrow, and maybe it will not reach over there, and it will fail to the price to drop down, guys. Oh, I'm not going to explain more than that, because you don't need to waste most of your time what you have already learned, but maybe some of you are new and you want to know that. So we don't need another time frame. We are not focusing on of anything else. We have to find our interest right now. Okay, when should I buy in order to catch spikes? Okay, when should I buy in order to catch spikes? Okay, right now is not a spiking time, and you will know why it's not. And here it was a spike time. Why you should know how to catch spikes. So you can see the trend line where the price was going up, and then it's now trying to drop down, as I told you. But whenever is a bright spike time, we have to catch every spike, and there are some spikes, and those spikes represent the correction, and that is the time most of new traders are losing. Okay, let me show you the spike time. Okay, before I go on the explanation on the main chart, let me show you some pictures that I have in here. So now we are in boom, so let me show you. If you can see the picture right now, okay, basically we have a boom here. The stochastic indicator, which has the period of 8 3 we will use it for momentum means we are predicting where the price will go. Okay, we will predict where the price will go. Okay, we also have here the RSI, the relative strength index, a bubbler indicator in trading platforms. We will use the divergence. Divergence is they are helping to get you the exit points or the entry points. And as you see here, it's pointing entry points. We have the RSI with another indicator which is called the Demchen. The Demchen is like another indicator which is also bubbler, which we call the MACD. If you can see the screen, please let me know.
Yes, I can see the screen loud.
Okay, thank you. So now I have this picture.
Yeah, I can see the screen too.
Thank you. I have a picture here which I have already made for you. So this picture, I'm explaining the basic things of the strategy before you go through. And I advise you guys, when you take the strategy and install into your device, please do not firstly try or make trading in your lifetime of your live account. I advise you to try it on the demo. The demo is absolutely very good. First, when you think that you are good at catching spikes, then you go through the next account of which you are trading in your life, maybe your real money. I mean your real money. So here the RSI, we have a period of 13, and whenever you see that the bar is ending, whenever the bar is ending at M5 and M1 has RSI of 0, and all condition is close together, like the moving minimax and also the Demgen and also the stochastic, when they meet all those conditions together, then you are going to buy. So when can I enter in order to catch buy? Let us see here. You see this condition, you see the moving minimax which you have down below the RSI. So here you can see we have an arrow which indicates that we are going to have a down, and it means whenever you get this, the price will go down. Whenever you get this, the price will go down. But you are not trading against these spikes when you are using this strategy if you don't know how to trade against these spikes. Like here, we call from this time, when you see this one is a spike sound. Whenever you see this is a spike sound, and do not enter earlier. Whenever you see it, it does not mean you enter. Whenever you see this, then you have to clearly see that the Demgen has this sun. When you see that these waves came smaller, on this level we have here RSI level 70 and level 30. Whenever you see that the Demgen waves came close to this level 70 on RSI, then that is your entry for spike. It does not mean so let me tell you one more thing. Whenever you are trading in a boom and crash, maybe whenever you're trading in boom, let me say especially boom, when you are trading in boom, if the general trend is downtrend, you will not expect to big spike. You are not expecting big spikes because the general trend is downtrend. spikes will not be bigger. Like this time, it was a time the price was going down in generally. I mean the sellers are the strongest of the market. So I will not expect. This was the only biggest spike. As you can see, this was small, this was small, this was small, this was small, and you can see this moving minimax indicator, which we have made it advanced. You cannot see that it tells you like this indicator is not telling you. You can see, and if there is back or not, you don't care. You don't have to not enter the market. You have to wait this time, and you have to wait this time. Okay, this is the only time you buy, and all conditions have to close like this, and if not, you will lose it. So what will I use? The RSI? What would I use? The stochastic? Okay, you can see that the stochastic indicator is below level 30. It means we don't have no scale number of moving in momentum. So when you see that the price is down now, so in here, if you come here, you have 0 0 0 0. Do you have any number which is scaling the price? You don't have a number, so the price is down now. Okay, you have here in on RSI where we want to have our divergences, because when traders are predicting the price, they draw the chart, so they know the double tops, they know the levels, the resistance, everything. But you don't need to worry, because everything is made easy for you. We know the real point of entry, we know the real point of exit, so of exiting. So here the RSI which we made, because we know the live feed of boom and crash in the market, when the RSI has got 0, and this condition you can see is 0 0, here must be 0 0, and here must value this one, and then you must also have here this this up arrow, then you have entry. So here we don't have now the exactly entry is when this for index to 0. Okay, we have two confirmations. One confirmation is that stochastic has no scale number for momentum, and the next confirmation is that RSI is now going down. When it is 0, it follows this one, and it confirms that the stochastic and the scale numbers are the same way. They are telling the same point, and there are sellers are weak, so it will spike and the price will go up. So the third confirmation is to look at this mini max indicator to form this arrow. When you get this arrow, then you have it. So let us do it in practically. So that was theory. So here is what I am talking about. So let me open another. No, we don't need another. Okay, this is what we need. For example, you see here, right? You see here, it is spiking bigger. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 spikes. And how we missed this entry? We missed it. This was a good buy, and we can catch maybe 7 or all of the spikes from here. Okay, as I think you can see clearly. If you can see the screen, please tap high. So now you can see here, my friends, you can see here, it's clear. Okay, you can see here. Okay, hi, thank you. So you can see here it was the exactly time, and here it was the exactly time. So here momentum right now is 0 0, and RSI is 17. So when RSI is 17 and momentum is telling that the scale is, so the price can also go, can still go up. So we have to wait the RSI to become 0 0 and form the arrow of moving minimax. So right here, when this condition is met together, then I buy here. For example, when you got this in this arrow, if I could buy here, then I could wait only 1 2 minutes. After 2 minutes it will spike, and then you can wait another. If you know the trend is down, okay, it is uptrend, you can wait another spikes, another spikes, and then here is your exit. Here is your exit, and made a plan for exit point. I mean, when you place 2 orders, when you place 3 orders, when you place even 1 order, you have to make a plan when trading. If not, you will also lose your money, because you cannot really trust boom and crash. They can make reverses and maybe go above your entry or go below your entry, and then you will be in loss. And that's one of the things I have explained it. Firstly, find the trend so you will not miss to exit points. So guys, that is how we can make buys for catching spikes fastly. So I'm not going through the whole things, because I am scared of that you will not understand the whole things that I am telling. So the next one is crash. I'll be back and explain the boom again, because that is not all about how you catch spikes, because there are other ways which I can see in the strategy, but I will explain it one by one. That is one way that you can catch spikes. The other way I will explain the next presentation, but now let us go and explain the crash. Okay, let us open a crash, one of assets that you love. Okay, and add the template. Right click. Okay, you load the template, and also select where you have your template, and then the other things, they have the same way of the movement. All boom and crash, they move in a zigzag, and when you want to find the trend, follow the steps that I have explained it firstly, and then let us explain how you can catch spikes in crash. So now you see here the red sound is a crashing sound, and this is a dot sound. The dot sounds are when the price is going up in crash. Okay, dot sound, dots, we call dots or dot sound. Dot sounds in crash are buyers. When we see strong buyers, dots are more in crash. Okay, when we are in boom, dot sounds, it means sellers are strong. For example here you can see you have more waves, and the color is green. So you can make any color that you think is visible, you can see. But I mean, whenever you see these dots in crash, it means buyers are strong. But we don't want buy in a crash at this moment. We want to catch spikes. So the exactly time is when you get 100. Anytime stochastic has 100, it means selling we are selling, but we are not really taking. Anytime you see momentum is 100 is not a sell, but the way the strategy is telling you, you are in a selling strategy. For example, at this moment is a selling, so we are catching spikes as a sell entry. When we have a 00 in our stochastic, it means that we are catching spikes on a buy entry. Right now you have 100 in a momentum or a scale number in stochastic, so we will catch spikes as a downtrend. We sell. That's what I mean. So at this moment in divergences, or the relative strength index indicator is one indicator is popular. You can find any platform, any market, and it's really very easy to value it if you know the basics of divergences. You know that double tops, you know the maybe double buttons, all the divergence levels, tops, higher high, higher lows, lower lows. That's what I have already explained it, but I will explain them again in the next strategy of volatility index. That is really very interesting. So now when you got here, it will increase. When selling crash, we will watch and see what the next of scale number will be in RSI. It will be 100. You have here 100, right? Okay, if the momentum will be 100, so RSI must confirm this number. Okay, so whenever the RSI gets or reaches 100, then we are near the zone of spiking. Okay, so now we have 35. Is not a time to spike down. We wait till this number or the scale number reaches 100 in order to confirm the momentum which the stochastic is explaining or telling us. The next thing is whenever we get this arrow like this sound. For example, here we have these waves, this number. For example, let me call, I said in another way, this wave is okay, this wave is, so you can see here are green. When this green ends into red, that is the exactly time of spiking to down in order to follow the momentum of the RSI. For example, here you can see greenish, dot greenish or waves. So greenish here ended, they ended over here, and then you see red. So before it shows you the red waves, you will see a yellow. That yellow is the time of entering. For example, here it's buying now. You see a yellow with an arrow of up direction. You see here is a selling, it's crashing. Okay, 1 2, you see it's still crashing. Here you have some gaps. The gaps means these small dots. Buyers are here, they are not strongest. Okay, buyers are not strongest, so that's why you can see here. But mostly here now buyers are stronger. You can see buyers are stronger here. Buyers are stronger. For some time, when you see here, we will get a dot like this one is yellow. Whenever it comes to yellow, it means it will crash down. For example, here it crashes down. For the redemption in okay, I have to make here this was, whenever you see this, okay, whenever you see this is a sell, but we cannot say every time like this one. For example, let us say we sell here, okay. If we sell here, maybe we will lose. I think we will lose. It will spike smaller if the direction is not a downtrend, but if the direction is a downtrend and we sell here, I'm sure we will have a big money. So let me say right now, okay, is still going, okay, until we get this arrow is too dangerous to sell. You have to wait. If all conditions meet together, you have to sell. You don't have the arrow, you don't have this arrow, you have still buy. For example, I sell here in order to catch, okay, in order to catch here, it can spike but smaller, not bigger, because buyers are still strongest. That's what you will now. So whenever you see like this time is a spike zone, you see is time, whenever you see like this is spike zone. Here sellers are stronger, okay, sellers are weak. Now when you see this sellers are weak, it means it will spike up. Okay, let me show you the other picture of crash. Okay, okay, you can see here everything is clear. Okay, in here, look, it was a spike entry. When you see this arrow, you enter for sell. Like this time here, it was a sell. You can see here. Oh, it's not laughing matter. You have to understand what I said and follow the strategy. If you misunderstood, if you don't understand what I'm explaining, please watch the videos many times, and when you watch the videos, then you will find some questions. Ask me in WhatsApp. Guys, you see here is the right time for entry. You enter from that zone. It was a spike entry, and look the picture. Here's the spike entry. When you enter here, how many times it is spiked down, and here is your exit point. Here is your exit point. You can wait till here. You can see here you have maybe it is spiked down below here 1 pip or 2 pip from here, maybe 2 bars or 5 maybe. So crash 1000 for sell. When Kajin spikes, we will sell. For example, if you are in, sometimes they make you will make a mistake, because you are human. Humans are made for mistakes. You make a mistake. For example, you are in a crash and you think that you are catching a spike and you buy. Okay, it is spiked down, then what happened? You lost. That is what I always like you to think about. I told you stochastic we will use for stochastic for momentum. For the momentum you see here. Okay, the redemption we use the trend whenever it flows with the momentum, then it means that the trend will change, it will spike. And whenever the redemption trend confirms or follow the stochastic, it means we will have entry. So the RSI, we always use the RSI for divergence. That is what we will use for the RSI, and we will use whenever we want to catch spikes on this strategy, this moving mini max, and that is the conclusion of the basic explanation of boom and crash strategy.